back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing you another day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin's price action and why it isn't moving. Are we in for a recovery to the upside, or are we going to drop even lower to the downside? Well, let's look at the charts. First of all, let's look at the volume candles, which hasn't been recovered yet. We have one to the upside here at 16.8k up to 16.945. If we break higher than this and close a 1 hour or 4 hour candle above 17k, I think we could move to the upside and recover the volume candle to the upside, which we haven't recovered for a while. Since 16th of December we haven't moved in this area yet, and there's a lot of orders here yet to be filled at 17,082 up to 17,400. That is an interesting zone, and as I told you in my last video, I think we're gonna recover this zone because there's a lot of liquidation points in this area as well, and a lot of orders which hasn't been recovered for a while, and I think we could move here quickly and then move back to this range which we have been since basically 16th of December, between 17k and 16.5k. I think a quick spike up here, trapping some late longs, and we could move to downside as well. But we have some zones to downside too. We have the closest one here at 16.7k, we have one at 16.5k, and this one has been recovered for a while since last year, 30th of December, at 16.4k. If we move away from this zone, from this range basically, and close below 16.2 on the 1 hour time frame, we could see 15.8k get recovered quickly, but that depends on what the market maker might do next, and I think we could see somewhat of a W bottom structure here. As you can see here, we have formed somewhat of a W structure, but we haven't broken out of it yet. So the next thing we want to look out for is a break above this high, which we made on Thursday, December 20th at 17,061. If we break that, close a candle above that, we could see moves to the upside to 17k approximately. So watch out for that. If Bitcoin closes above 17k on the 1 hour time frame, we could see recovery up to 17.5k in the next move to the upside. If we take a look at the news events today, we do have the non-farm employment change coming out in a couple of hours, and that will give us an indication of how bad it is in the economy, how many people are unemployed or not. They are expecting 152k, but if it's greater than 152, if it's let's say it's 170, that will be very bearish for the market in the near term, because that means more people are employed, and that's basically a boost to inflation. Going on to tomorrow's news, we do have the PMI numbers, we have the non-farm employment rate, we have the unemployment rate coming out. So tomorrow is going to be a big market mover day. So you do want to place your positions at the highest points if you're going short, and at the lowest points if you're going long. And as you can see here, we have seen a reduction of the liquidation points above 17k, and that means people are closing their positions basically, and we do have more money to the downside. That's an indication that we might see a move to the downside, because more money has been going into longs recently, and that's basically an idea for the market maker to grab quick money, rip it to the downside, and then move it in the range. Well, basically we are in this range because the volume starts increasing here in the liquidation map at 16.5k. So yeah, we are still gonna be in our range because there's not a lot of money in the near term here for Bitcoin. But I still think we have more volume candles to the upside than to the downside, and more orders in the area from 17k to 17.5k, and those are not filled yet. So the market maker could move price there and then reverse it back into the range between 16.5k and 17k. That's it for Bitcoin. Chainlink, then we can see that we have some volume candles to the upside and to the downside, and the closest one right now are to the downside at 5.612, and if we break that we could go to 5.492, and that isn't bad at all, because you can see that we are starting to form an interesting structure basically for longs, because a W structure indicates a market maker impulsive move to the upside. However, you do want to watch for confirmations. And confirmations is that we go to these zones at least to 5.618 and reverse to the upside from there, breaking this high at 5.859. You could see some interesting longs, and the next moves in the market maker structures look something like this. I've been telling this to the hardcore followers which have been watching this channel for a while. This is the usual market maker structure. W bottom, first leg up, then we have a retrace, then we have a second leg up, then a retrace again, and then we have a third and final leg up, and that is where we form a double top formation, and price reverses from there in 3 steps, and that is where we form W structures again and move away from there. That's the usual, market maker structure. So we need to see a drop down, preferably or most likely, since there are a lot of orders, to 5.6, and then we need to move away from that zone to the upside, breaking $5.8. That could be your long entry in this zone. You could start DCAing longs with small amounts of orders, small amount of money in the zone, and then wait for it to go up and place an even higher amount of money and ride it up to the upside, taking some profits in the $6.5 zone. None of this is financial advice. This is just for educational and entertaining purposes only. Remember that. That's just an idea of how you can go about it. You could do whatever you want to do. That's it for today's day trading update. Volume is pretty low, and there's not much of liquidity in the markets yet. That's why the market is slow. We are in a range. We're going sideways like this, up and down, not going anywhere. That's because we don't have much liquidation in the markets yet. They are still waiting for the news coming out tomorrow, and we will see what happens then. Until then, Big Boss out.